Hello everybody, my name is Roy Johnson and welcome to today's video. I'm doing something interesting today. I've been tagged by Kev, aka Hold the Man, aka FTX-Band, for the video game tag. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome actually that this is happening. It's it's cool that he tagged me. Thanks man, cool. So yeah, let's begin. I have the questions here and I've written some notes and shit, but yeah, let's just shut up and let me just shut up and let's get this thing going. Number one, what is your all-time favorite video game? There are definitely a bunch of contenders I can say off the top of my head. Super Smash Bros. Brawl is super fun. Arkham City, Portal, a bunch of great games. But if I had to pick my all-time favorite video game of all time, I'd have to give that to Pokemon Pearl. And I know the game's not everyone's favorite Pokemon game. I know like Generation 4 is not the most liked generation, but personally I like it. It's definitely has to do a bit with nostalgia because I have a lot of childhood memories with that particular game, and it's the only game that I managed to actually 100% complete, as in I beat the Elite Four. I've actually beat it twice actually. And I'm currently trying to get all 400 plus Pokemon that's available in the game. I'm probably never gonna do it, but it's a cool little thing I'm trying. So yeah, that's Pokemon Pearl, and yeah, so Pokemon Pearl, my favorite game of all time. Number two, what is your current favorite video game? Now you probably know I already have this from the New Year's vlog I did a while back, but definitely I've been playing this game a lot and I've been loving it. The Beatles Rock Band. Now, if you guys don't know or do know, I'm a huge Beatles fan, and the Beatles, the Rock Band in general. I haven't played a lot of Rock Band at all, so this was a whole new gaming experience for me. Playing with the peripherals, I stick with the drums, and it's super fun just to hit those notes while the song's playing. It's challenging, it's awesome, and there's a lot of cool visuals that play while you're doing the song, and really gets you in the mood for this game. It's a really awesome game. I know it's like, I don't know, 6 years old or something, but it's still awesome. It's still awesome. It's a pretty cool game. I love it. Number three, what is your favorite video game genre? That's kind of tough because I generally don't look at games for their genres. I don't have a specific one that I just, I'm a big fan of this genre and I love all the games in this one, and I don't know if it technically counts as a genre, but I'm still gonna fucking, it counts for me anyway. Multiplayer / co-op games. Now this could be anything from a party game like Mario Party, or co-op experience like Halo, or just multiplayer type games like Gary's Mod, or Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, all that kind of shit. Jackbox Party Pack, those games where, you can hang out with people, and, it's fun to play games by yourself, and that's totally cool. It definitely has its appeal, but it's probably more fun for me anyway to have another person to interact with, to play the game with, to have a good time, and whether it's through Skype, through online, or being with the same person in the room while playing the game, whichever one it is, it's super fun to do. So yeah, multiplayer / co-op games. Number four, how long have you been playing video games? I've been playing video games since I could remember. I've been playing games since I was really young. Now they weren't, traditional like video games like Mario or Sonic or shit like that, but I remember when I was really young, really young, like a baby or so. I played a lot of games on my PC computer, and it was usually simple stuff. I remember Space Cadet 3D Pinball was a super fun game. It was like this pinball game, but it was super cool to me as a kid. I remember playing games like Tetris. I remember like there was this bootleg Mario game I would play. It's not the real Mario because it was on a PC, but it was like a bootleg Mario game. I forgot what it was, and then there was these like games on the computer where it was just a bunch of like card games like War and like Solitaire, Chinese Checkers, Bust a Move, those kinds of games. And I would have those and I would play those a lot. and they were super fun. But yeah, so yeah, I've been playing games for a while now. Just not the big consoles or Steam games that I play now. So yeah, that's it. Number 5, what is the first game you've ever played? I've already mentioned this like literally in the last question, but that I remember is probably 3D Pinball Space Cadet. As I said, pinball game on the computer. I loved it, and I just love pinball in general. Like, I remember having those plug-and plays, that there was a pinball plug-and play, which was just like an arcade pinball game. And pinball games are just fun in general. I just love pinball games. So yeah, that was my first game that I remember ever playing, so yeah. Number 6, what game have you clocked the most hours into? I'm going by my Steam for this one, because I don't remember how long I've been playing other games. But definitely it's a long amount of time for this one. Garry's Mod. Now, if you see my Steam, I have in total gathered 633 hours into this game. And I put that into a sort of a basic calculator, and apparently that's about 26 whole days spent alone just playing Garry's Mod. And I have to admit, that's kind of depressing. I remember playing the game when I got a chance to in 2014. I remember playing it since 2014. Mostly it was TTT. I know there were other games on there, and I've played some of those other games, but most of the time, most of those hours was spent on TTT. I would join servers, I would hang out with the people there, I would get myself killed because I suck at the game. But yeah, just jeez. It's actually kind of depressing though. I think about it, like 26 whole days of my life have been spent just playing TTT and Garry's Mod. That's kind of sad, actually. Number 7, what's your longest gaming session? Again, hard to judge because I don't remember how long I spent playing a game, you know. And Garry's Mod definitely could be a contender, but for this one, I'm gonna put the Beatles Rock Band again. And for this one, I just remember as soon as I got it on Christmas Day, from the morning I got the game to like the end of the day, I was just playing the Beatles Rock Band. And of course, it wasn't the whole day, obviously. I had some time to, go out and see some Christmas trees and in Rockefeller Center. But most of that day was spent just playing the Beatles Rock Band. And it was a fun day. I do not regret any of it. It was fun. It was a good present. And I enjoyed it all the way through that Christmas day of 2015. It was literally really recent. So, yeah. Number 8. Who is your favorite game developer? Again, a hard one for me because I don't really, base games I like on who the fuck developed it. I could care less if a game I like is developed by EA or by Nintendo or anything like that. But if I did have to give some favorite developers, I would say Rocksteady Studios, because they made the Arkham Batman games, and those are some of the best games ever. I'm also a huge Batman fan, so of course I love Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, and those are the fuckers that made it, so yeah, of course. And Game Freak, because they make all the Pokemon games, and I love Pokemon, so yeah, it's a no-brainer, that's what I like. Number 9. Who is your favorite hero character from a game? There are definitely a bunch of contenders, but right off the top of my head, I'd say Kid Icarus from Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Kid Icarus Uprising. Because those are the two main games I know him from. So, first of all, with Kid Icarus... Okay, fuck it. Damn it. I made that stupid mistake again. It's Pit. I know the guy's name is fucking Pit. I don't know. I fucking wrote Kid Icarus on the fucking notes, even though that's not technically his name. I know, my bad. It's my bad. I'm a fucking noob. But, I remember Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I played Pit, and he became one of my main characters to play as. Because he was such a cool character, and he was such a unique character. No one really expected Pit to be in Smash Bros., but he worked really well. And he became so popular that he ended up getting his own game. Again, after Kid Icarus, he got his own reboot, sort of, with Kid Icarus Uprising. And that is a super fun game. It's a super fun game to play on the 3DS, and you know, I love Pit. He's so cool. I like the guy who played Pit in Kid Icarus Uprising. He's so kiddish, but you know, he's a cool character. He's a fun little cherub. Also, I gotta give it to Michael, Franklin, and Trevor from GTA 5. I think those are some really interesting main characters, and I think their chemistry with each other and their just general personalities really is why GTA 5 works so well. And I know GTA 5, great sandbox game, great open world, bunch of fun stuff you can do in it, but the reason why I think GTA 5 works so well is because you have such great characters, as the main characters. Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, especially Trevor, that guy is fucking psycho, but he's such a fun, lively character, and you want to play as him. You want to do the crazy things he does. And just in general, they're not heroes. They're kind of horrible people, but they just happen to be facing against shittier people in the game. And in general, we know they're doing bad shit, and they're not really heroes, but it's still a lot of fun, and there's still a lot of interesting personality to them. And I think that in general is why GTA works and why these characters work so well. So yeah, Pit, the three guys from GTA 5, and fucking, you know what, Coach from Left 4 Dead 2. I just love Coach because he's just a fun character. And I don't know why, out of all the characters from Left 4 Dead 2, I like Coach more than any of them. But he's just a badass. You know, he's just, I don't know, I like Coach. Okay, yeah. Number 10. What is your favorite villain character from a game? This one's a much easier one. GLaDOS from Portal. Duh, she's such a great character. Great villain. Whoever played her did a really good job with that. And the Slender Man from Slender, because he's such an ominous figure. I don't think he's really that scary, to be honest, not the character himself, but he's still got a nice presence, and the games themselves do a good job of, you know, making you be afraid of the Slender Man. Because he's become like this sort of internet boogeyman on his own. So yeah, you know, Slender Man from Slender. Okay, number 11. Who is your most hated character from any game? Okay, if you have seen my Let's Plays, you know this guy. It's fucking Tigger from Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby. And the game is full of just awful, shitty fucking bosses. And they all have that stupid gimmick that makes it so fucking hard. But Tigger's the worst out of all of them. I never got to beat Tigger. I gave up at Tigger. That's when I rage quit the game. Cause, you know, all the other ones are super fucking hard, but they have a strategy to it. But Tigger, he throws the ball and it turns invisible. How the fuck are you supposed to hit an invisible ball? What am I, fucking psychic? And yeah, he pissed me off. And it sucks, because Winnie the Pooh has such lovable, endearing characters, but that game just fucked it all up. Especially Tigger. I fucking hate Tigger. I never got to face off Christopher Robin, and he probably would have been fucking hard as hell. But because I never got to face off against Christopher Robin, fucking Tigger! Tigger's why I didn't get to face Christopher Robin, and that's why he's on this list. Fuck you, Tigger. Fuck you. Number 12. What gaming systems do you own? Okay, let's get this out of the way. Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo DS, Wii, Xbox 360, and of course, PC with Steam. There's a bunch of Steam games, so yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I don't have any of the new gen consoles, and I don't have anything past that, like, I don't even have a GameCube or any of that shit. But I do have those. Those are the ones I do have, so yeah. Number 13, what is your first gaming system? As I said, Game Boy Advance. The first game I got for that was Shrek 2, and I even got my Game Boy Advance actually looks like Shrek. It's orange and green. So yeah, that's unique, I guess. the game sucked, and I got stuck at a certain part of it, so I didn't play that game a lot. But then I threw that game in the trash, and I got a better game, which was Pokemon Fire Red, and that's why I got the Game Boy Advance to begin with. And so yeah, that's it. Number 14, what's your favorite gaming system and why? I gotta give this one to the Xbox 360. And I know Xbox 360's got those guys who are like, oh my god, why the fuck is the fucking Xbox 360? Yeah. Oh my god, that sucks. Microsoft sucks. Fuck you, Bill Jobs. But looking at my gaming history, for most of my life I've only had like handheld systems, so Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and then I got the Wii, which was my first console. And then with the Wii, the Wii was fun, but there was some good games, but there wasn't a lot of good games. Most of them were just kid-friendly games, licensed titles, and most of the Wii's library wasn't really that amazing. So then the Xbox 360 came out, and then it just changed my gaming lifestyle forever. I mean, just to list some things off the top of my head: Halo, Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, Grand Theft Auto 5, Mortal Kombat, 2011, the Beatles Rock Band, all of these great games, and I would have never got to experience them without the Xbox 360. So for me personally, I think the Wii was sheltering me with these safe, kid-friendly games. And then the Xbox 360 came along and be like, yeah, here's the real shit, living out, getting out of college, getting drunk, living on the edge, really experiencing the full experience of a gamer. So yeah, that's why my favorite system is the Xbox 360. Okay, number 15, do you prefer male characters or female characters to play as in video games? Honestly, if it's like Lara Croft or something, or I have to play as a video game character that's female, I don't give a shit. If it's male or female, I don't really care. But if I'm given the choice, like say an RPG, like Pokemon for instance, can't stop shutting up about the game. But I would pick the guy character. It's nothing personal, nothing against women or all that shit. It's just, I'm a guy, so I'm gonna pick a guy. That's why they give you the option, if you're a guy and you feel like a guy, you gotta pick a guy character. So, it's very simple. So yeah. Number 16, do you follow walkthroughs or do you just play the game through on your own? I rarely use walkthroughs. I only use walkthroughs when I'm stuck in a particular section of the game and I can't find another option for it. And I try my best to just do the game on my own. No walkthroughs, no spoilers, none of that shit. No, I don't really even see why walkthroughs are really that important unless you're doing like challenge runs or something, So yeah, I enjoy watching Let's Play videos of games I've never played before, but that's for a different reason entirely. That's mainly for entertainment. Less to do with like finding out how you beat a specific section of a game. So yeah, that's it. Number 17, have you ever been to a gaming convention? Nope, never. I would love to one day, but I'm not ready at the moment, because I still have life. I still have like school and life to worry about. So yeah. Number 18, what games are you most excited for to come out in the future? There's not a lot of games. It's not because I'm not interested in any games in 2016, but I'm not the guy who gets games as soon as they come out, so I don't really see the point of getting excited for big releases. But that being said, Pokemon Go. That game, I've been waiting for a game like that for the longest time. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. If this video hasn't established that, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. And I've been waiting for a game that sort of simulates Pokemon in real life for the longest time. One of my fantasies as a child was for real life Pokemon to exist. Catching Pokemon, going in the wild and looking for Pokemon. And this game could give me that experience. Finally! And I know it's gonna be stupid, you're gonna have your fucking phone around looking for Pokemon, it's kind of dumb. But, fuck you! I've been wanting this for the longest time, so yeah. That's the game I'm excited for. And I know it's an app, I know it's probably gonna have a bunch of stupid app stuff, but fuck you, okay? I want that. Number 19, what's your best memory of a video game? I got two for this one. So yeah, first one is the first time I played Pokemon Pearl. Again, favorite game of all time. So this game has a lot of nostalgia. So here's my story, Pokemon Pearl. Pokemon Pearl came at that right moment, at the very fucking height of my Pokemon fandom interest. I love the anime, I love playing the games on the Game Boy Advance, I love playing some games on the Wii, on the Nintendo, and then the Nintendo DS came out and I bought that shit, and they announced Pokemon Pearl and Pokemon Diamond. And 2006, Roy Johnson was just super fucking excited. So, here's what happened. During my confirmation, because I was a Christian boy back then, you know, little Jesus lover. But during that time, as a present for being a good Christian guy, my parents gave me Pokemon Pearl, and I played it. I picked my Infernape, Chimchar. Chimchar was the starter. I picked my Chimchar, and I loved playing it. It was fucking awesome. I mean, it's not very impressive today, but back then, the dual screens, the kind of, sort of 3D looking textures, and it just looked newer than my previous games, so that just blew my fucking mind back then. And of course now Pokemon's all 3D, and there's a bunch of other innovative shit about it, but back then, that was the tightest, hypest shit that came out about Pokemon back then, so fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. And a second one I want to add was the ending of Batman Arkham City. Now that one has to do directly with the game itself. Cause, again, huge Batman fan. So, after I got my a booster shot, I went home by myself because my brother had to do his own booster shot, but I was like, fuck it. So I left. My parents were okay with it because I was like a young adult at that age, and they trusted me. They trusted me with that power. So I came home. I put on my Xbox. I played some Arkham City. So I'm not gonna spoil what happened, but I got to the ending part. You know, I faced off against villains, and then the ending happened. All of the ending, everything about the ending blew my mind. It was awesome to play it. It blew my mind. I'm a huge Batman fan, and that was just... that's how you fucking finish off a Batman story. And, wow. You know, that was just epic. I love that shit. I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't played it, but check the game out. Don't spoil it for yourself, because they did some ballsy shit in that game. They did some ballsy shit. So yeah. Number 20, what's your worst memory of a video game? I got two for this one as well. Lol, two for this one. I'm an idiot. So my first one, again, goes back to Pokemon Pearl. I won't shut up about Pokemon Pearl. Not many people even like the game, but fuck you, okay? So yeah. This was when I got rid of my first Pokemon I ever captured in that game. And that, for me personally, the first Pokemon you ever capture has some sentimental value to you. That was your first Pokemon you ever captured. So, here's what I did. Here's the stupid thing I did that I've regretted ever since. But, you know, I was stupid, so I gave my Luxio. That was my first Pokemon. I traded it with my cousin's boyfriend, and he used my brother's diamond version of the game, and we traded. He got a Luxray, and I had a Luxio. So I decided, you know, Luxray is higher leveled, so I better get that instead. So, like an idiot, I got the Luxray, and I traded my Luxio. Then, my brother decided to play Pokemon Diamond again. And so he made a new file and erased everything from my cousin's boyfriend's file. And so The Luxio I captured, the first Pokemon, is now forever gone. I still have that diamond copy. So I could have traded it back at some point, but I didn't, and now it's too late. And that has fucked me. That's fucking been in my brain for forever. It's never coming out. That's one of those, like, moments that's just never gonna come out of my brain, you know? It's just... And personally for me, I think Pokemon... I have a connection to my Pokemon. Like, even... You know, I know they're fucking not real. They're not real pets. They're not like... It's not like a real dog that died or anything, but it felt like it to me. Because the games have that kind of power for me, personally. It's not just the fun RPG elements. That game has a lot of emotional power. And yeah, so that's one of my worst memories, but this one is actually a lot more serious. Like, actually kind of depressing. Not just, you know, only depressing to me. But, okay, so, let me explain. Story time. Roy Johnson. So, it was a game of Halo Combat Evolved. We had 2 computers, and we used that cable to connect those computers, so we played multiplayer, doing that setup back then. And one of my best friends was kicking my ass at this game, and, you know, he was killing me, and was shooting at me. The game was fun, but, yeah, I was losing a lot. And I get pissed off sometimes when I lose. I get pissed off when I'm not winning, when I keep getting my ass kicked. So, there I was, just pissed off, and my friend tried to calm me down a bit, because I was really getting angry at him. So then, in a moment's notice, I was just so mad that I screamed out loud, but that wasn't the worst part. And then I decided to punch one of my best friends in the stomach. Because of a fucking video game. And I was young, by the way. I was young. I was like, maybe 4th grade when this happened. And, fuck, man, he was crying after that. I punched him really hard in the stomach. And he was crying. And that was, I immediately regretted that. And he could have told on me. He could have gotten me in trouble. He could have told the teacher on me, but he didn't. He didn't do it, because he understood that it was a game. It wasn't... Oh my god. I'm almost... Oh shit. Fuck, that was one of those moments where I actually regret. Shit, I'm actually almost tearing up right now. Shit. God damn it. Good news to finish off the story, though. We're still friends. We're still friends to this day. We've gone over it. I don't think he even remembers and or cares about that moment, but that moment has stuck with me to this day. Fuck, that was shit. But enough of the seriousness. Oh shit, those were some that was personal. That was some personal stuff right now. So yeah, worst memory of a video game. Okay, back to the less seriousness of this list. Number 21, last one. Which video game character do you see yourself as? Or, if you have to be represented by a video game character, what would it be? Okay, I'm going with the do you see yourself as angle for this one. Okay. Okay, I couldn't think of many characters. I don't really base my love of video games on the characters, so I don't really have a lot of favorite characters or, you know, and stuff like that. But there are some characters that I do see myself as. And the first one, fuck me, Lester from GTA 5. And it's kind of, I look a bit like him. I'm not that ugly. At least I hope I'm not that ugly. But I could see myself as a Lester. I could see myself being him. I can imagine if GTA 5, I can imagine GTA 5 as sort of this Netflix series and live action Netflix series, which would be awesome, by the way, if that ever happened. But if I were to play a character from GTA 5, I would totally think I would be a perfect Lester. He's nerdy, he's kind of small. He's fucking crippled. He has a fucking walking stick. He's neurotic, he has a nasally voice. And fuck, this is not looking good on my part. If I say I remind myself of Lester. But a less self-deprecating character, but still kind of shitty. Nikki, from Honey Pop. This is not helping my case, actually. But if I could ever describe my high school experience, a character that looks a lot like me from high school, if I was a girl, if I had boobs and a vagina, but she's so much, I can relate to a Nikki, honestly. She has a doesn't give a shit attitude. She has a low voice. She's very antisocial. She's introverted. She wears glasses. She doesn't like parties or hanging out with people. She's a nerd, and she wears boxers. She wears boxers. Don't ask me how I know this, but I played the game, so oh, god damn it. I would love to be with someone like Nikki. I would love. I would probably want someone more, but Nikki was probably my perfect sweetheart. Stay tuned for my new Honey Pop Let's Play coming up in February. Christ, that's actually gonna be a thing. So yeah, that's it. That's the entire fucking video game tag, and I think I've just revealed too much about myself, to be perfectly honest. So here are the 3 people I'm gonna be tagging in this video. First off, my brother, Joe Johnson. You know, this guy hasn't been posting many videos lately, but... So here's something you could try and do. The Nintendo Fan Forever. I've seen this guy do some tags before, and I think he's definitely able to do a video game tag. It's definitely... I would love to see him try this. And finally, Azeron Gaming. He's a friend of mine on Steam, and in general, we're trying to do something at some point. Not saying what yet, but yeah. So, you know, maybe he'll do it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it. That's the tag. That's a whole lot of talking for me. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's cool that it's really actually pretty cool that I've got the chance to do this. Thanks, Kev, by the way. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is Roy Johnson. Adios, muchachos. Bye bye.